someone criticize you, that doesn't mean that you failed somewhere.
Okay.
Because designing is a vast field.
Okay.
You think something, that doesn't mean that everyone should appreciate it.
Yes.
Because what I like, that should not appreciate by any means client. Sometimes client doesn't like our designs also. Then we can change. We can give their other options,
Yes.
because they have the right to decide what they wanted to be
Yes.
done by us.
Yes. Yes. Totally.
So it's a normal thing.
Today, at our wooden story, we have with us Priyanka Choksi, who is founder of Viviana Interior, plus a visionary person. Welcome, Priyanka. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
That's nice. So, please make us travel on your journey from a management student to a founder of Viviana Interior.
Firstly, I would like to say I have been always inclined toward designing.
Okay.
Though my bachelor was in commerce and I pursued my master's in MBA finance,
Nice.
I always passionate about designing.
Okay.
So one day I have an opportunity to design my own home.
Okay.
So I grab it and develop some concepts, some designs. I work on it, and lastly, we have a Vastu Puja.
Okay.
We
Housewarming ceremony?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. We invited some our friends and family members.
Yes.
They appreciate my work
Okay.
and they like very much. So that boosted my energy more.
And they advised you something?
Yeah, they advised me to keep on this professional continue.
Okay.
So I started my journey in 2014.
Okay.
I established a firm, Viviana Interior, with a motto: transform someone's dreams into reality.
Oh, that's your page motto,
Yeah,
right? That
that's
transforming client's
yeah.
dream into reality.
That's
Nice.
our tagline.
Yes.
So across 8 years, we have completed more than 100 projects, and we have covered Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Madhya Pradesh.
Okay.
We have a good designing as well as execution team.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's wonderful actually.
Thank you so
From
much.
MBA finance to this.
yeah.
That's very transformation. So what do you think could be the basic difference between an architecture and an interior designer?
Architect and interior design both involves designs.
Okay.
Both have a designing principles. Both principles have a uniqueness, because architect always design the structure of the building. It's called body of the building.
Yes.
Where interior designing is based on what goes inside the building.
Okay.
For instance, sometimes maybe a good structure is well designed, and sometimes it may be a worse structure may be well decorated.
Yes.
So for me, one advice for all the interior designer: we should have firstly study the project that we
Yes.
have received. We have to get the concept of the architect that have carried out. So we have to focus on that. If you follow that philosophy, that concept, then from outside to inside, that will go in one flow.
Yes.
Otherwise, their space management was different and your ideas will be a different.
Yes.
And that will not match at the time.
And that won't look good.
No.
Yes. So, what are the requirements if someone wants to become an interior designer?
If someone wants to be interior designer, I won't describe you the educational qualification.
Yes.
But specific qualities that person should have. First, person should be a dreamer or creative mind.
Okay.
They should have means if you dream something, if you visualize something, then you can give it that concept to your client.
Yes, totally.
You have to be adaptive in a larger scale. You have to adapt all the ideas within your nature, within your surrounds. You have to be like a sponge.
Yes.
The more you derive, more you observe, more you derive.
Yes. So that's wonderful example actually. Be a sponge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then one should be have a budgeted calculation,
Okay.
because you derive something concept, you have something in mind, you have to be calculative for that product or for
Yes.
their object, for their design. Because if it is not viable as per budget, then client will not accept.
Yes.
And that here you face the challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, you may be disappointed. Yeah, maybe you want to change the design, but rather than change the design, you can find a new material
In that suitable budget.
yeah. So maybe you have a very beautiful outcome from that.
Okay. Yes.
That what you have thought before and what you have done, it's more beautiful than earlier.
Yes. That can be a possibility too.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell us about your favorite project.
All are my favorite projects.
But there could be one project which you like the most.
Swashray is my favorite project.
Okay.
Site located at Nizampura.
Okay.
One day
So
client.
that's a place name.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just
it's
told.
in
Okay.
Vadodara.
Okay.
One day client came with idea to demolish their old home, and they want a modern elevation with a Vastu concepts. But in that project we have a multi-dimensional activities. We have to do a civil development, we have to do
Okay.
architectural development,
Yes.
as well as interior.
So all was your in hands only.
Yeah,
Okay.
only we hire a structure designer for
Okay.
structure, because
Okay.
authentic person can do only structure design.
Yes. Yes. True.
So we enhance our skill over there. We put new materials in that projects. From beginning to commissioning, we was there to give the handover to the client.
Yes.
And at the end, the project was very successfully done.
Okay.
And within the time frame, it was completed.
Being served. Yes. Okay. That's wonderful actually, because people are waiting to do their housewarming ceremony on time.
Yeah. Even there was a pandemic in between.
Okay.
And we are supposed to wear two masks and we have to follow the many protocols
Yes.
at
True.
site.
Yes.
So it's very difficult.
But
to,
still you managed to
yeah,
do so.
yeah. Even our agencies are also be friendly that they are working on pandemic also,
Okay.
because
So they were very
there is-
hardworking.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you have a good clients and agencies with you.
Yeah.
So if one day I walk into your office and tell you that I want to design my house
Yeah.
and just give you the space, so how you will continue further?
Firstly, I want to listen you, your needs,
Okay.
your habits, your daily routines, then how many people
Will use
will
that
stay
house,
with you,
yes.
then your food habit, do you have any medical issues or not?
Okay. Does
all-
that even matter?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
If you have a back pain, I have to design the bed accordingly. So it
Okay,
all
yes.
matters.
Okay.
Then we understand the client's needs.
Yes.
After that, we derive our scope.
Okay.
We visit the site firstly, then we do a space management. Okay, how beautifully we use that space,
Okay.
where we put the aesthetic, where we put art. Then after we derive some concepts, some thoughts. We deliver to the client
Yes.
by 3D modeling, sketching,
Okay.
3D rendering, photographs.
Okay.
If client agrees on that, we started working on that. The journey is started from here.
Okay.
It's not then. We were making a working drawing, detailed drawing by coordinates. Then that working drawing goes on the sites. The people who are doing that, the agencies
Yes.
who are doing or making that products. So here there should not be a gap between the on-site things and the paper designs what we have done.
Done. Yes.
So here we have to be a very attentive.
Okay.
You have to be good in a follow-up.
Okay.
There are many queries by your agencies. We
Yes.
have to solve it, and we
Okay.
have to make a continuous change. But that change will not affect your last outcome.
Okay.
And till the handover, till the end, we always nurture our site like a baby.
Okay.
We always nurture our site like it's our home. So at the end, our client will have a homely feeling from the beginning.
Yes, truly. So how many times do you rework in this project, as you mentioned? Because you have to talk with agencies, then clients, then mutually you have to decide.
Sometimes the things are not viable.
Yes.
Otherwise, material is not available. Then we have to use the alternative
Yes.
material. So
That too a budget friendly
yeah,
Yes.
that's the main point.
yes.
Because everyone wanted their house within the budget.
Yes.
You can have a 5 or 10% plus, but you cannot go beyond
Beyond
that.
that, yes. Okay. So Priyanka, what are some of your biggest inspirations?
For me, Indian culture has a long history.
Okay.
So I always inspire from the Indian culture.
Okay.
The designs that we use in past comes in modern era.
Yes.
That kota flooring, moldings,
Yes.
brass inlays,
Yes.
then inlays in marble.
Okay.
That all comes from the past, from the history.
Okay.
So the
I
Indian,
was not knowing that.
even this design is from the past.
Okay.
It's a Jaipuri design.
Yeah. Actually, that's mesmerizing.
Yeah. So for me, even nature is an inspiration. If you feel your surround, if you learn from your surround,
Yes.
you will give a better design to the client.
Yes.
Sometimes renowned architects, their articles, their live sessions, their interaction will inspire you more.
Okay.
When you give your interaction with architects or interior designers, you have more clarity regarding material, regarding
Yes.
the what they wanted to teach you.
Okay. So that goes by the saying that keep your eyes open.
Yeah,
Yes.
you always have been open-minded concept. Maybe sometimes you can learn from your carpenter,
Yes.
from your mason, from your painter.
Yes. You
They
don't
are
know who
also-
will teach you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your coordinates, you have to be open-minded.
Yes.
Maybe sometimes they have the idea, but how to execute, it's in your hand.
Okay. So what drives your design decisions?
First of all, client need. Client always come up with their list of needs that I want this,
Their requirements.
yeah, their
Yes.
requirement. So design start what they want in their house.
Yes.
So functionality is more important for me rather than concept. So firstly, client need. Then second, I would like to add prevailing trend. Which are the trend
Okay.
prevailing in the market?
Yes.
What the new material is there in the market? Because
Yes.
if you use the new material, you derive some new products,
Yes.
new designs from that.
Totally. Yes.
And availability of material palette, resource management, what resource you have, that's
Yes.
also derive your decisions.
Yes. Okay. So you mentioned about trends.
Yeah.
So how do you learn about new trends in your line of work?
The more you read, the more you learn.
Okay.
So if you read more articles in magazines, renowned architects and magazines covers many of the projects and the thoughts behind that projects. So you can learn new trends from that. Then social media is a simple way. You can scroll your hands and have a knowledge of new trends. And online articles also there.
So you have a habit of reading magazines and newspapers every day. Okay, that's nice. Priyanka, you have completed 100 plus projects and many are in works. So I was wondering if one day clients comes to you and ask you to design a space which is very pleasing but not practical in nature. So how would you deal with that?
In every day, client come up with opinion Pinterest photographs.
Okay.
So it's a very natural thing for us to convince them, because many of time it looks simple, easier, but it is not practical.
Okay.
So we give logic to it. We understand client what we have
Requirements, yes.
space. Then we also add them 3D modeling, otherwise
Okay.
sketching.
Mood boards are also
Yeah,
mentioned,
so
yes.
they can understand our designs more.
Okay.
Even we also feel that functionality should be same, but design will be R.
Okay.
So it is a two-way communication, and they also understand that it's not practical. So it is just on
Okay.
basis of convincing power.
Okay.
You have to be convinced your client.
Okay. So at the end, they do understand that.
Yeah, they understand because the law. You should even you can convince them through a story, through a past experience,
Okay.
so they can convince easily.
Okay. Nice. So what's your signature style?
I love to play with marble.
Oh,
So
that's
if-
interesting.
Yeah, and brass also. So if I have the marble floor, then I would like to play a marble inlays, stone inlays. So it's my signature style.
Okay, wonderful. Our audience is very excited to know that what's the life outside an interior designing.
Outside interior designer, I am a mother, I am a wife,
Okay.
I am a daughter-in-law, I am a daughter. So I have a multitask from 6 o'clock to night 11 o'clock. I want to spend more time with my daughter.
Okay.
I lived in joint family, so I want to spend more social life with them.
Okay.
We have a more social gathering.
Okay.
We like to engage in that.
Okay. So are there any hobbies of yours which you like to do every day?
I have the hobby of dancing.
Okay.
Then I would like to do
Any specific
cooking.
dance? Yeah.
Nothing.
It's like dancing.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Cooking then.
Cooking, yeah.
Okay. So you like baking cooking or cooking?
Cooking. Traditional
Nice.
cooking. yeah.
Okay. So how is this industry, especially for a woman like you, who have been working in this industry for long since past years? So would you please tell us?
In this industry, people are more adaptive.
Okay.
The woman like me, the interior designer, they have a huge opportunity, and I don't think there is any difference between the woman interior designer and man interior designer. Both are treated equally.
Okay.
But yes, what I think is women have a good convincing power. Women are more dominating in this
Okay.
field. They can design the space more efficiently
Okay.
because they know the kitchen utility, they know the storage utility, they know the what's the requirement for the
Yes,
more
because-
functionality
yes.
of house. So for me, women are more dominating in this industry.
Wow, actually that's wonderful thought, because usually what people think is that this industry is not very women dominated, and your thoughts are very different. So our audience will be very inspired to know. Yes. So what is the goal of the Viviana Interior in near future?
We would like to extend our designing to a larger space on a commercial spaces. I would like to go on a turnkey projects. We have one overseas projects. So
Trunky projects as well?
turnkey means with material. You have to design to commissioning the whole material palette will be in your scope.
Okay.
So that's called the turnkey projects, and we have the overseas projects. So I would like to add more in that.
Okay, nice. Priyanka, now you just mentioned about that color. So would you please like us to know that what is your favorite color palette?
I like all the pastel color,
Okay.
so it will smoothing on all the material palette also, and it will have a modern look.
Okay. Nice, actually. So I was just wondering that if a client criticize you sometimes, so how do you deal with that?
Criticism is not a disappointment.
Okay.
someone criticize you, that doesn't mean that you failed somewhere,
Okay.
because designing is a vast field.
Okay.
You think something, that doesn't mean that everyone should appreciate it,
Yes.
because what I like that should not appreciate by any means client. Sometimes client doesn't like our designs also, then we can change, we can give their other options,
Yes.
because they have the right to decide what they wanted to be
Yes.
done by us.
Yes. Yes. Totally.
So it's a normal thing.
Okay. So means take it as a challenge like thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can't fulfill that challenge, then you fail something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned about you reading a magazine and a newspaper every day. So is there any magazine reference you want to give out to our audience?
There are many magazines like Inside Outside, Home Decor, Electric Decor, then Architect Digest,
Okay.
Architect Diary.
Okay.
So people should have a look at it and have a
Yes.
good knowledge of new trends in home designing.
Okay. Because I was only aware about only one. Now I will read every.
Yeah.
So Priyanka, do you believe in women empowerment?
Yes, I do. There is every successful woman. There is a woman behind it.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah. So in my case, my mother-in-law is very supportive for me.
Yes.
She encouraged me a lot to be in this field.
Okay.
Even in my office, I have all the women employees.
Oh.
They design, they administrated, and they supervise my sites.
Okay.
So I
So
think
each and everyone is women?
yeah.
Wow, that's very wonderful and hardly seen.
Yeah.
Okay. Priyanka, would you like to advise our younger designers?
Yeah, sure. Younger designers should always focused on the practical knowledge that can be learned on site only. They should not copied anyone. They should create something new out of the box. So that's all.
Okay. Do not copy.
Yeah.
So it was honor to have you at our place, Priyanka. Good luck for your future projects.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.